Greeting everyone, welcome back to my show. Today we have a special discussions with Venerable Chanthy on Buddhist philosophy and modern psychology. In a world of mental unrest and global conflict, the intersections between Buddhist philosophy and modern psychology offer a great, profound insight to personal transformations. Venerable Chanthy is a respected, distinguished Cambodian monk and also a scholar who currently a PhD candidate at Grand Canyon University on general psychology with a main focus on psychology, cognitions and instructions. And before that, he's also study in a bachelor degree and also like master degree in Sri Lanka on Buddhist philosophy and religion. So, greeting Dekun. So first, could you introduce yourself and give a summary background of your journeys from Cambodia to Sri Lanka and also like the US?
So respected Buddha Dhamma and Sangha, especially respected to my great teacher, Samdaiព្រះឧត្តមវង្សា Dr. Kusupip, and all the Venerable Mahasangha, and greeting to everyone, especially the busy new. Thank you very much for giving me this great opportunity to be here, and especially our great lady who were asking me many questions. I think so. For my journey, it's like unplanned journey. My life is just only unplanned. In my life, the thing that my own self is just only keep trying, do what is benefit for society and for myself. Whatever I'm doing or I will do, focusing on benefit for others and myself, especially the society, Cambodian and Buddhist society. So I born in Kampong Speu province, and my journey started in 1995 to primary school. And then just only 3 years in the primary school, and I became a novice, the Samanera, the novice Buddhist monk. And I migrated here to study, to train as the monastic training in Wat Nikrota Wan Koltateng in 1999. And then my Buddhist high school in Presoramrat Buddhist high school in Phnom Penh. Then I have opportunity to travel to Thailand and register for my bachelor degree in Mahajula-Longkorn, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to study while I met my close friends and introduced me to go to Sri Lanka. So I arrived Sri Lanka in 2005, and I get my bachelor degree in 2008 and my master degrees of Buddhist study in 2009. And 2005, I get another great opportunity to travel to Switzerland and work there with the religious forum with other religions, and also I am the Theravada Buddhist Sangha representative in the immigration, the Ministry of Immigration of the Swiss Federal, of the Swiss government. And I worked there for 5 years. I have found that temple we call Wat Sankharam, or the Khmer Cultural Centrum, is Khmer Cultural Center in Switzerland. So I worked there for 5 years, and then in 2014 I moved to USA. During the first 5 years, I'm traveling around United States of America to continue to find a school, university for my study. I want to continue. I want to update for my knowledge, but I couldn't for 5 years. I try hard to every university, every state. Then disappoint me. I come back sitting and I start from diploma. I start from the GED, we call GED for high school. I go to high school only for 1 month. Only 1 month for my high school, And then another program we call ACE program, associate degree. They come and have like a scholarship and a test, and then I got 2-year scholarship for associate degree. When I joined associate class only 1 week, then the program of Grand Canyon University popped up to me, and I just applied, and then I direct to the master degree in Grand Canyon University. So Grand Canyon University is a private Christian university, but they work very well and perfect. They have a very good rules of providing the education to the people around the world, students around the world. And then after Master of Psychology in Grand Canyon University, and then direct to PhD in General Psychology, but emphasis with cognition and instruction. But my dissertation is about meditation, qualitative exploration on life changes through meditation. This is my brief journey about the study. So now I have 2 temples, my own temples, in USA.
You have your own temple in USA.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the workplace, like the pagoda in Switzerland, I watched the video.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I
great.
think it was quite famous on Facebook 5 years ago, like before COVID. I watched the video, and I have a plan that if I happen to visit Switzerland, I want to visit the temples also.
We have 2 temples in Switzerland and around 5,000 Cambodian Buddhists around Switzerland. And yes, Swiss people very much preserving Buddhism in our culture and tradition.
So you mentioned about you want to contribute to society and also helping people. So what inspired that mindset?
For inspirations, myself to work for the society, during my childhood, usually I live alone. From 7 years old to 13 years old, before I became a monk, became a novice, I live alone. So my parents live in other province, and I live in village, and I work hard for like blocking and like producing the sugar palm from the palm tree. So I work from the childhood until 13 years old by myself. That's why I used to try hard by myself a lot. So that's why I have many friends in village and in our commune, the same age. And then sometimes from this family to sleep with me, sometimes they have me because I live alone, so I need them to be with me in my home. I cannot sleep alone, and sometimes I go to sleep with their home. So that's why the communication with this society, with our friends, inspire me that I want to help others, because I need help from them. So the Buddha said, Attanang upamang gatva, to be yourself as example. So what you want, so others also want. We want happiness, we want family, we want communication, we want our society is prosperous, so they also want the same. So that's why this mindset inspired me. And then when I became a monk, I see that as a monkhood, I work not only for myself, because when I try hard to train myself to study, I benefit from the Buddha's teaching, the Dhamma, trained me a lot to refrain from doing all bad things, like killing or harming others, or stealing or lying. Every intoxicate thing and the bad thing, we just easily refrain from that. And then by training myself, so we can benefit to others, because the society need this moral ethic or ethical code of living. If our society full of ethical code like peace, happiness, harmonies to others, and refrain from all harming others, from stealing, from making other hurt inside or outside, so our society will be peace. So I need this society. That's why this inspires me from day to day, from one step to one step, until I left homeland and to practice here, training in the Nigrotawan temple. It's very good place to train all the novice monk from very beginning, the basic, because we train about our bodily action and verbal action. This is very important for training, because training we call ethic training or moral training. First we start from our behavior, like verbal and bodily action, that what we are doing today, what we are acting, what we are sitting, what we are walking, what we are eating. These things need to train as a Buddhist novice. And here is a good place for all the young monks should train, and at least 3 to 5 years. If they can stay here 3 to 5 years for training, they will get a good education and inspire them to help the society.
So what I get from here is that you need to train yourself to be patient for the beginning stage as a monk. And this is very important also like for the society, because we need to be patient and also to have empathy toward other people. So there is one word that say religion is education, or in Khmer I should translate it as ศาสนาคือการอบรม and from your journey from Kampong Speu to Sri Lanka to the US, I can see that you have a huge love for learning. So why do you love learning, and what is the end goal, the ultimate goals after learning?
Education is our life, not only for people, but for the society. If the society full of educated people, so this society will be prosperous, will be developed very fast. So long life learning, I put myself into long life learning, because the more we learn, the more we understand. And when you learn a lot, you will know that you know nothing.
Yeah,
when you know nothing is the point that you are never stop learning. Because I read one German books. I forgot his name, but the book is about the truth, searching the truth. He said that he tried to practice every religion, became a Buddhist monk, became a Christian monk, became a Muslim, became Hindu monk. He tried a lot, but when he came to Buddhism, the more he learned, the more deeper and deeper about the teaching, about the theory, and about the understanding. He understands the ways of life. In Buddhism, never ended up learning until the maximum level, because the only human being can develop our wisdom to the maximum level, and we will liberate for everything in this world and become more absolute happiness that never return to the suffering. So that's why long life learning is the only way you can change your life. Change your life through learning. Without learning, you cannot find the good way. In Buddhism, we have 3 steps: Pariyatti, Paribatti, Padivedha. Pariyatti means learning Tripitaka, learning the teaching of the Buddha or everything. Paribatti, practice. When you learn the right learning, right understanding, you can practice in right way. Righteous practice. Without learning, how can you practice in right way, right? And without practice in right way, you cannot liberate it. You cannot gain the right thing. For example, if you want to go to Siem Reap, you have to learn which road that you will go to Siem Reap. you take road number 6, national road number 6 or national road number 5, you know the road, right? You know the route. If you don't know the route, how can you go? If you don't know the route, you cannot go. If you cannot go to the right route, you cannot arrive Siem Reap, right? Because our goal is Siem Reap. If you don't know the route, you will go like a national route number 3. You will go to Kampot or will go to the Kampong Sao, something like that. So it is very important, learning, practicing, and get the right goal.
So from your answer, it reminds me of that everyone needs the right guidance.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned earlier, you mentioned about when you were from 7 to 13 years old, and people are helping each other, and they inspire you to help other people also. So from what I get from here is that it is like we everyone need role model.
Yeah.
We need someone to be inspired so that we know what is the next path for us, which is very important. So back to the topic of learning, because I noticed that you before you moved to the US, you learn about Buddhist philosophy and also religion. So it's mainly about the topic of religions. And then when you move to the US, you start to be interested in psychology. For example, you get master degree in psychology, and then you continue PhD in psychology. So there's a point that made you interested in psychology.
Sincerely, I'm not interested much in psychology when I was in Sri Lanka. So when I was in Sri Lanka, there is one paper in my master in Sri Lanka about Buddhist psychotherapy. And it is very, very hard. The words and how the way the writing is very difficult for me. So not interesting much. But when I went to Switzerland, I worked with, we call a religious forum. The group of religion, there are 6 religions, about Hinduism, Baha'i, Christian, Catholic, and Judaism and Buddhism. So these 6 religions work together very hard, and we try to develop the society, try to help the society. When I was in Switzerland, it is the times of world economic crisis in 2010, 2012. So it's very difficult in the world. They faced economic crisis. So Swiss government give the topic to all these religions come together almost twice a month. We are come together and discuss how can we help government. For example, the Swiss government give one topic like present is the mother for the future. You understand that word, right? Presence, is the future, is the mother for the future. So the government put this point for us, and then we discuss what Buddhists said about that point, what Christian, what Hindus, what Baha'i, what Judaism talk about the present and the future. So in Buddhism, we share our knowledge, trying, keeping, satisfying what we have, inspiring ourselves to plan something now and take care of the present thing. This care will give a very good, very healthy fruit in the future. If you just dreaming in the past, now everything is damaged because of world economic crisis. If you are crying because of the past, you get nothing. You just suffer. You're stressful. But no need to stress about the past, and no need to dreaming about the future. May my wish to be like this, to be like this. No need to dream much. But the important thing is doing now. If you are doing carefully now, mindfully doing now, your future will be bright. So this is how the way that we have the society. So it is the point that I realized that psychology is very needed for me, especially for Buddhism, because many people, especially in the modern world, the developed world, they have everything. They have good salary, they have a good job, they have a good education, but they don't have a good mindset. They are stressful, they are depressed, burnout, high blood pressure, and everything. Also, these psychological and physical damage happen in their society. A lot of suicide, a lot of diabetes, a lot of autism, many things happen in more developed society because they don't have the mind development. So mental development is very important. That's why when I went to USA, I moved to USA, the thing that I can do is psychology. When saying about the psychology, I realized that only Buddhist psychology is very perfect, is the perfect one for the developed society. Because the psychology start teaching in Europe since 13th century in Salzburg University in now Austria. And this psychology was taken to Europe by Sturm of Germany, and then Edmund Husserl, and then Martin Heidegger, and the followers of them. And finally, I think if we know about Switzerland, you will know the ETH University in Zurich, Switzerland, that Albert Einstein also studied there.
Very famous.
So in ETH, Carl Jung, the fathers of psychiatrists, so he take the Satipatthana, the mindfulness of Buddhism, Satipatthana, to teach in ETH University. And also his two friends from 1933 to 1939, they taught this philosophy or mindfulness in Buddhism. They call the individual protection, to make the people understand themselves, value themselves. And then this theory taken to USA in the Big Sur, California in 1962, and they have institutes of mindfulness. And then John Kabat-Zinn in 1970, they have a program like mindfulness-based stress reduction. So this is the way how Buddhist philosophy or Buddhist mindfulness come from Eastern world to the Western world, Europe, and then to the USA. And this inspired me a lot, that the way that Buddhism come to the Western world. You know, in 1998, there are 300 groups sitting every week practice meditation in the United States in 1998, but now more than that. Only around the Harvard University, you can find many meditation centers. In Phoenix, Arizona, only a small town, we have more than 30 meditation centers. So they practice a lot of meditation. Why? Because they're searching for peace, happiness, and harmony within oneself. Because the material thing cannot offer their happiness.
May I ask, so what contribute to the growth of meditation within the US, let's say in the past 2 decades? Mm-hmm. Because you mentioned in 1998 there's only around like 300. So what contribute to this immense growth in meditation? Is it because the world is facing economic crisis? Mm-hmm. Because in 1997 there was also like a financial crisis, and then 2008, and then there's conflict all over the world. Yeah. And so is it because of the conflict or because of financial crisis that people feels a lot of burdens and concerns about their finance, mm-hmm. their financial freedom, or are there any other reasons?
The first reason, the Buddhist philosophy or the Buddhist mindfulness started from after the Second World War, from the 1945. After that, the world or the scholar, the scientists or the scholar, they saw that the world is destroyed because of hatred. Hatred, greed, delusion. This is the roots of destroying the roots of all unwholesome hatred. We know that hatred, dosa, and delusions, moha, or greed, lobha, the craving, attachment. Because of this hatred and delusion or greed, they're trying to catch each other, to fight, because they need something to fulfill their desire. So that's why the Buddha said, Pema to jayati soko. All the problem, all the suffering happen or generate from desire or craving or attachment. So because of they want themselves to be the best, so they fight others. But this is not the right way. This is the wrong way. So that's why, because of that, the world or the scholar looking back to the peace, happiness, non-violence, peacefulness, mindfulness, concentration, to calm down the world. That's why Albert Einstein once said, science without religion is blind, and religion without science is lamp. It means that if the scientist or the scholar just use their intelligence without heart, without loving kindness, without religious advice, they're just making something to destroy the world, atomic bombs or nuclear or everything, because no heart. But if they learn religion, they learn Buddhism or mindfulness or harmony, so their mind also peace. So when they make something, even they make nuclear, but they use this nuclear to help the world, not to destroy the world. So that's why all scholars and scientists turn back to the Dhamma, to the Dhamma, to the philosophy, to the religions, and then they start import psychologies and Buddhist mindfulness from Europe into USA. And then it's not much in 1998, but now a lot. There are many places, because every school, especially in UC Berkeley, University of California, Berkeley, there is Buddhist department, and there is 5 Buddhist professor, American professor. They are good learn. They are good learn about Buddhism, Pali language, Sanskrit, and Buddha's teaching, and they teach many students in Berkeley. And also in Harvard, they have some Buddhist psychology, Buddhist study, and some other university also, because they know the benefit of spreading loving kindness and compassion to the world. Only loving kindness and compassion, the only thing that can help the world, can preserve the world, and can make the world peaceful.
That is very true. You mentioned about World War II. So the world leader, people, and also religious leader very much focus on peace after 1945. For example, in 1947, Japan constitutions also have an article that prohibits the war, Article 9, and also German constitution also say something about that. So they try to represent themselves as a peace-loving country. Also the creations of ASEAN and the creations of European Union and also the United Nations. Like the ultimate goal is peace. And I see that you have involved a lot, especially your work in Switzerland, mainly involve peace, religions, and also on human rights also. So how do you define the meaning of peace leadership, and what is required to be a peace leader?
To be a peace leader, first we start from ourselves. When oneself peaceful, the environment around that people are also peaceful. That's why in loving kindness meditation, we spreading the peace. May I'm happy or peaceful or have a secure mind, something like that. So we start from ourselves. So when oneself is peaceful, and then we start to our family member. May my family, my father, my mother, my grandparent or my relative be peaceful, secure, and happy, have a happy mind. And then we started to the village around us, and then to the beloved ones, Maybe we have a girlfriend or boyfriend or other beloved one, to spread your loving kindness to them, and then unbeloved one. It means it can say enemy, but not actually enemy. But it is a little bit difficult to share our loving kindness to the enemy. But in Buddhism, we have another positive thinking. We think that if our enemy have peaceful mind, they will not harm others.
True.
They will not harm us. The way they harm us because they don't have a peaceful mind. So may they have a peaceful mind. That's why that is the way that our society will be peaceful with the enemy. And then we share to the whole country, the whole world, and back from the whole world to the country, to the village, to the enemy, to the beloved, to the neutral people, and to our parent, and then to ourselves. Back and forth, back and forth. This is how we develop peace. Without peace in oneself, how can we share our peace? For example, if you want to give money to the beggar, if you don't have money, how can we give to them? You have to have something to give others, right? So start from ourselves. This is the meaning of this leader for me.
It also reminds me of a Buddhist teaching. In Khmer we say "Pia rung ngọt đầy ca mình chong pia," or it is a no revenge principle in Buddhist teaching. What do you think about that?
Yeah, when we not fight back. For example, now in society, we have a lot of Facebook, YouTube. They have a lot of ads, right? They have a lot of that. For example, I think you know it's very well more than me. If we click which channel, for example, for the lie on like lotion broadcasting, if you click it, and it will come more and more and more and more to keep you watching, right? To let you watch. If you click to the short movie, Thai movie or Korean movie or Chinese movie, that movie will keep coming, right? If you not click it, it's not coming. It is
True.
It is the same thing. If you fight back with these people, the problems never cease. It will again and again. If we stop, it will drop down.
It's just like the word conflict today, because conflict happen everywhere. It's like around the world right now, and it is so intense. Like even in our country, we don't have conflict. Maybe not yet, but it's big tensions. And maybe we can consider these principles. So could you share if there are any experience that Buddhist teaching contribute to conflict resolutions?
Every conflict because of ego, because of craving, especially because they need something. So we have to find a good solution for them. Ask them to come together and share the benefit, share the truth with them. We have to discuss about it. Without discussion, we cannot make in peace. Without discussion, we cannot make a peace. We have to discuss with them. So between the conflict, there is inside conflicts and outside conflicts. Outside conflicts, easy to cease, easy to make it peaceful, but inner conflict is very difficult. Inner conflict is very difficult. So the thing that we can do, we train one's mind. We train ourselves first. Especially now, I understand that your question regarding to our conflict between Thailand and Cambodia border. So the only thing that we can do is just only saying the truth. Saying the truth. In Buddhism, we have Metta, Karuna, Mudita, and Upekkha. So in this between, inner peace, very difficult. because the other side, they don't have their peace in mind. So the solution, metta, we cannot do. We are keep sharing. We are Cambodian. We are not angry. We are not angry with them, because sometimes they misunderstand the historical backgrounds of the country. They sometimes maybe they don't understand who they are, and they don't know who we are. Maybe. So that's why no need to be mad to them. Just sharing them, just wish them to understand the truth, understand the real who you are. We can encourage them. What encourage? Thai people. We are Thai people. In our history, the Thai people come to our land in 9th century. And then they have their independence in 13th century. So we can encourage them. You just come here with a piece of cloth, but now you get a lot of land. Why you not satisfied? Just preserve, just share. But now the world needs peace. We don't need to fight. We are brother and sister. Even though we are not the same nation, but we are
the same human being.
So that's why we don't need. Now you have a lot of land. We have this land. We preserve our land. So make them understand the history. Made them understand about the world that we need. We need a peace. That is we call loving kindness, or loving friendliness. In Pali word we call metta, and karuna, compassion. Compassion is very important. If you close the border, who suffer?
People.
People suffer, not the government, right? The people suffer. So government and both sides should see the victim, should the difficulties of the people. This is our compassion. So we develop our compassion toward them. And then mudita, sympathetic joy. We are not jealous. We lost our land, or they lost our land. But now, because of the peaceful agreement, for example, Paris and Japan, or friend and Japan, friend and Siamese friend agreement. So we have to respect the rule. It is called upekha, tranquility or equanimity. We have to respect the rule. The world have their rule, the country have their rule, the nature also have their own rule. So through the 4 grades of plan of living, metta, karuna, mudita, upekha, only we can resolve this problem.
It's quite a difficult situation right now. Even though I can see that there's not just one side, honestly. I see in Facebook comments and also like a lot of Instagram comments. We both just fighting each other. It's like a verbal war. There is like no revenge principles or something like that, like in a real practice, which is something so unfortunate. But this is the best way to have dialogue, which is why in every peace negotiations we have 2 parties come together and talk on what you want. Like you have to protect your national interests. Everyone does, but how to compromise it? Which is very important, and for that, Buddhist teachings come into conflict resolutions. This is from what I see. So do you have any message for not just Cambodian and Thai, but for humanity on peace and or how Buddhist teaching contribute to the society?
When we say about the compromise the peace to the world, we don't need to say about Buddhist teaching or Christian teaching, Muslim or Hindu teaching, but we say about loving friendliness. We say about compassion. We say about non-violence. We say about the happiness and peaceful. So everyone in this universe, every nation, every race are the same. We are human beings. We are the son of God, or we are the Buddhists, or we are the son and daughters of Brahma or some whatever. Whoever you believe, we are the same. So if we are the same, how can we fight? One theory in Buddhism, the Buddha said, indeed the long journey of the world, the cycles of the world that born, death and born, death and born, you cannot find anyone who are not your family. It means everyone
The
was
same human being.
your family. So that's why we are ones in the name of religion or in the name of the world. So don't fight. We want to live. Attanang Opumangatva that I said before, yourself as example. You need peace, others also need peace. So make peace together. No need to fight. We are living freely and develop our society together.
Which is a very important message for everyone, especially right now.
Yeah.
So one last question.
Okay.
How do you want to be remembered as a Cambodian monk or as a human being? Because earlier we're talking about, everyone is the same human.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you want to be remembered?
To be remembered for me is that it's like everyone keep doing a good track for oneself. Just only remember, just remind yourself doing our good track, walking on the good track and the right track for us. Whatever you satisfy to do in peaceful for yourself and for others, not harming yourself, not harming others, it is the right track.
So thank you so much everyone for your attention. It is the end of our discussions and hope to see you again next time. Thank you.